Il a besoin de battre teenager. Corruption bastard. Just a financial girl.
Ngilibanga thi kunokuphuma lenyama malash. Asiyaphelix. Scuba.
Yebo baba.
Double down kusisikhona futhi sibuyile. With your boy lava name is so nice you say it twice.
Fresh, the freshest one from Naples.
Click
Hola,
subscribe
hola.
click like lapho share lapho mfethu. Ha. Last time besiphezulu ka Ronaldo sathinta uMessi sathinta uMbappe sathinta who's next after Modric but afanele sithinta yini.
Mfana sithinte uRulani lapha noMamelodi Sundowns. Kwenzakaleni lapha?
Very interesting ke laphayana.
Yeah,
They are reshuffling.
what was that about?
We didn't even understand what was going on before.
Yeah.
Before, what was going on before?
Aye.
3 coaches. Who's the head coach? Bonke. Okay, who's the senior coach? Bonke. I know. Okay, who's like the first team manager? Bonke.
Yeah, I think before I need they had 2 co-coaches, 2 co-head coaches.
Yes. Then,
And
then Steve Komphela.
Steve Komphela, they didn't want to give him. I think maybe they felt they're disrespecting him. Uma Betty is assistant coach.
Assistant coach.
So they gave him the title as senior head coach. Senior coach.
Okay, which is not the core.
Yeah,
It's
senior
what?
coach.
What is it?
To me, he was the assistant
Coach.
of the 2 coaches.
Okay, fair.
So now,
What do you think?
hey, so
Yeah.
now they've reshuffled again.
Yeah. And manje there's 1 co-coach,
There's 1 head coach.
1 head coach.
Yeah,
Then the
Rulani
others,
Mkoina.
yeah, Rulane is the head coach.
Yeah.
And then this Komphela no Mnqithi.
Mnqithi is what did they say? He's a senior coach.
So he's been relegated to posting
Yeah,
Steve.
Yeah.
Then Steve Bamuthi. I know.
So I think they ran away from using the terms, as I say, England. Because
Okay.
in England, there's the manager,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the first team coach,
Yes.
and then there's the assistant manager.
Yeah.
So Mnqithi, now he's the first team coach. Steve is the assistant manager, and then there's the manager, which is Steve Futi. We can't call him the assistant manager. He's the head coach.
He's the head
Because
coach,
that's
yeah.
what they have in Europe. They have the manager, and then the head coach, and then the first team coach.
Yeah.
And then they'll have the other assistant coaches with their different roles.
But in South Africa, we really do not have a manager.
Yeah, we don't.
We just have coaches here.
Because Mamelodi Sundowns, the manager of the team is Trotmilot.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
he decides who to buy, or he might ask, and he does the final. He has the final say.
Yeah. So yeah, but and what the other interesting part is when Ronaldo took over, all of a sudden now the team is performing better than it was before.
Yeah, no, props to him. Yeah,
but is it really props to him?
Something is going on the Payana,
Yeah,
there's a ticking time bomb. I
even think the players have something to do with what is going on there.
Which player can have something to do with what's going on? Who has the influence?
And not the senior players have influence.
Look at not the Sundowns.
Okay, look at when Rulani took over, ne?
Yes.
When Rulani took over, the 2 games that he played when he took over.
Yeah.
Tembazwane did not start the games.
Yeah.
Uqale uMailula on both of the games.
Yeah, he's building a team. Yeah.
Yeah. Andile Jali did not play at all.
Hey, Kalabo Junior Kanye and my brother, our competitors.
So, what does that say to you? To me, somehow, I think those
They are
senior
very
guys
influential.
were
Yeah.
very influential
Yeah.
on how the team played, because I think Urulan has a specific way on how he wants to play, on how he wants his team to play.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so if you can check the persistence with Andy Lejali, I don't know which way what was happening, or maybe it was Mangoba Mnqithi who liked Andy Lejali, because on some of the games that more especially on the second leg that they played against Orlando Pirates, Polokwane City, I think it showed Orlando ukuthi Andy Lejali is not coping with the pace Orlando Pirates,
Yeah. Oh,
with the
yes.
pace ka Saleng,
Mm.
because he was the one who was supposed to cover Amachita because they like playing with their wingbacks very high, Sundowns. So when the wingbacks are up, he was supposed to
Must
cover,
chop.
tuck in, cover for the guys ukuthi babheke uSaleng. But uSaleng bekamdlisa utshani throughout the game. Baze bamkhipha, because if it was not Saleng, it was Undlondlo. So those two guys were giving him problems. Immediately after the second half, they took him off. But a funny thing is, when they came back in training,
When they won 4-0 now,
when they won 4-0 against
the Pirates.
Kukaling Black Label.
Yes.
I'm talking about the second leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
When they came back with second leg, Andy Lejali did he start the game? I don't think he started the game. And immediately after that, Kwatiwani, there's a reshuffle.
Yeah. Hey.
So there's a lot that is going on with Sundowns. We don't know about it.
Hey.
We will see as time goes on. We'll see
But yeah.
how long will this run Rulane
I think
last?
Rulane's run with what he's trying to do will continue. Rulane ungakhohlwa umuntu oplanela future. Andile, yes, class is permanent. Zwane, class is permanent. Asiphiki ke lapho. But isikhathi abanaso sincane. You can't build something with someone who's gonna leave.
But apparently they gave him a contract extension sometime last week, Andy Lejali.
No problem, definitely.
He's the head coach. He decides, do I still need this guy, or do we let him go?
Yeah. No. Remember, you mustn't let go of your best players. Rulani himself said, Pito himself said, the best players make the best managers. And Pito, we know he mentored Rulani. Definitely, Rulani took notes when Pito was mentioning his intentions. You don't let go of Andile, because you're still going to go to play CAF, and you need Iskwati Esinet depth. You don't let go of a player like that.
But man, I feel Andy for top level football, I don't think he qualifies anymore.
But for South African football,
this issue of him with his weight, I feel his
yeah.
weight, man, he isn't supposed to be even playing Ukef the way he's big, Andy Lejali, and for the role that he's playing. If you can check, that role he's playing is the role that was played by Hlompo Kekane.
And you saw,
Hlompo Kekane was almost like a box-to-box player, because he would score goals, he defend, the mover.
Yeah.
So, but Andy is struggling. I think the weight yakhe is a reflection nalama injuries abanawo. Because Andy does not finish 3 months playing properly. Because every now and then he's injured.
Yeah.
And if Ubanjalo there's two things, is the weight and the age.
Hey.
So
it's letting him down.
Yeah, the weight is letting him down. I think he relied heavily on who he is, more than what he still can bring to the team. So.
But which is something I think maybe that they considered when they gave him a contract. It's okay. Look, weight is something we can just adjust. We can definitely say, bring our best nutritionist, and this is the plan that you need to work with. Otherwise, you will forfeit your place in this team eventually. And this is Rulano with the straight talk. Why ubani Mnqithi yena kade was holding back ukuthi maybe class is permanent but the boy was gaining and gaining and gaining, but he was also delivering, that's the honest truth.
I think
Uthandile,
I think mina Andile Jali, him playing with Sundowns
yeah.
has proven the type of league is now like South Africa. Personally, I don't have anything against him, but personally, I don't think Andile Jali is supposed to be playing anywhere with that weight. He's carrying a lot of weight. Andile Jali.
Yeah, no, true. How we can see.
Yeah, and him playing kangaka, it shows ukuthi kahle kahle kushuthi eMzansi we don't really have proper quality players who can take on Mbappe and the likes on a world stage. Yeah, for me, uTeboho Mokoena lo adlala naye next to him, who plays next to Andile Jali on the middle of the park. He ends up covering more ground than Andile whenever Andile is playing. Because, you
don't want him.
No.
Yeah,
I believe Opa Manyisa was a better player, a fit than Andile Jali. Playing in the same team as Sundowns, Opa Manyisa could have done a better job than Andile Jali. I think the one factor is his weight that is letting him down for me now.
And that's just it. In fact, you give a contract to Lomuntu, we can tweak your weight. In fact, you wait till
but
you have a 2-month plan.
But the Sundowns is a big institution. In fact, they have all these people you're talking about: nutritionist, dietitian, personal trainer.
But look.
Andile Jali should have lost weight by.
When everybody knows to favor Orlando Pirates. When in that 2010 season, 2011 season, you had Upeni Mnqithi.
Yeah.
Who was way better than Andile Jali.
But he delivered.
Andile Jali is also delivering, sir. They won the league last season, 3 cups in fact. The treble and the previous season. But
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, no, definitely. We shouldn't let season happen.
Regardless with in favor Orlando Pirates, but I believe with that weight, your bon job will be off season, guys.
Yeah.
If he did not do anything about that weight, he's going to struggle. He's not even going to get into the first 20 game day.
And uvumelana noRulani essentially ukuthi avele bench this bro.
Bench him. For him to learn. I mean, look at what the Cape Town City did to Ayanda Patosi when he could not lose the weight. They gave him a dietitian.
Yeah.
They gave him awesome trainer.
Yeah.
But still, instead of him losing the weight, he was gaining the weight. They cut his salary.
Still, it's not going through.
They ended up releasing him. They told him, we want you to play. You are one of our best players in the club.
Yes.
But if you cannot lose this weight, we cannot keep you in this club.
Sure.
So that's how serious this is. I mean, Sundowns, regardless of which they can get any player they want, but they have to be strict about some of the things that they're doing. You look at some of the players that they have, and you wonder, is this really a big team? And how can a player that is arguably one of the highest paid players in the league, Abengaga? That's wrong. It's like Andile Jali Golden Arrows. They are lacking funds or dietitian. Sisifunela umuntu ozokusiza. Or Respect United, they are fighting relegation. They don't have imali yokuthi bakusize ukuthi uthole i-dietitian.
Yeah, no, clean.
Yeah, but you again, you look at the players that they have. You see, Sundowns is not going to struggle
Yes.
and replacing Andile Jali if he were to sit on the bench. Sundowns is not going to struggle to compete for a league.
Yeah.
You know, even though I feel I don't know, I might be wrong, but he World Cup
Mm-hmm.
might have caused a lot of teams a distraction, especially teams that were starting to gain momentum. You know, going into the second part of a league.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at again, in spite of rooting favor the Pirates. You look at the Orlando Pirates; they were starting to gain momentum. The SuperSport have been the dark horses in the Premier League ever since Kevin Hunt came in.
Hey, they're doing very well, eh?
They're doing very well. They've been collecting points
Number
silently.
3. Yeah,
Yabo le nto le.
yeah.
So
Hey, but Mamelodi has a great distance, as you can see there.
yeah, always with them we know. Always that's the case with them because one other reason that contributes to that is the depth that they have in their club, and somehow the way that they've managed to rotate their players. Because even if Onyango akekho epaleni,
Yeah.
but Ronwen Williams comes in, continues with great form.
Yeah.
If Andile Jala akekho, there's Teboho Mokoena, there's baningi lamajita akhona manje that can carry on to Sundowns and deliver results for them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the league is going to be interesting manje njengoba izoqala. Pirates has signed 2 players kule
Who and who? I
break.
haven't seen.
Craig Martin was a surprise signing for me from Orlando Pirates. That boy from Cape Town City.
Craig Martins, Namazin.
That guy. They signed him, Craig Martin from
What position does he play again?
From Cape Town City, he played a lot of positions. Sometimes right back, sometimes right wing, sometimes when they're struggling in the midfield, they put him in the midfield, you know. So I think they bought him for versatility more than anything. And then they re-signed again Ndumiso Mabena to add to the firepower.
I was shocked, Ticho.
I mean, I'm not really shocked. I think they are trying to release Uzugamanja.
Oh,
So
Ngama Engeli.
yeah, signing Mabena, it's them releasing Uzugamanja and trying to get different ways of playing up front, you know, because Undumiso Mabena can hold up the ball. He's tall, he's strong on the ball. He can hold up and wait for a teammate to come, attack and assist. He's good in the air, good in free kicks and stuff. So we'll
But does
see.
he still have it?
We will see.
That was my question.
We
Does
will
he still
see.
have it?
We will see.
Asibona
But you see, Guti, club Michaelians and if you can remember, just before the window closed, they signed 2 big players, Undlondlo and Erasmus.
Yeah.
So you can see, Guti,
These change.
they're trying to compete.
Change, yeah.
They're
And
trying to compete.
they're doing well. You
They're
know,
doing
except
well.
for minor setbacks, but they're doing well.
Yeah, Google League, they haven't done as well as I had thought.
But it's only 12 games in.
Yeah, but I had thought ukuthi mhlambe there could be 23 points khona manje. If badlale kahle 23 24 points. Yabo, but they are 19 points currently.
This is not too bad. I mean, they are like 9 points away from his Sundowns. But to number 2, like with like 23 points.
Yeah.
So
But we will see. League
So-
yaqala, and as I said,
Singena
it's a
Sketchy.
big game. It's a big game. They're playing Sundowns.
31 December.
They're playing Sundowns, and it's going to be a huge game for them.
It will set the momentum or the precedent of what's going to happen. Can you call it the second half of the season?
Yeah, we can call it
second half of the season. Yeah.
Definitely is going to do that. Sibone ukuthi which team will izoqala igijima vele.
Yeah.
Saz, we'll see.
It's 1-1 for Sundowns Pirates. This will be, one of those matches.
Decider.
Yeah, good, yeah.
We want to prove.
We want to prove who's who.
As in Chaisanga last
And
time.
the Marai, we still gonna have a written fixture footy. This is just
First leg,
yeah, first leg of PSL.
Yeah.
So Sazoya vele second half again.
Yeah. So Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs have been silent with transfer market, of which for me is not surprising.
Yeah.
It's what I always tell the Kaizer Chiefs supporters. What is happening with Kaizer Chiefs is not a surprise, guys.
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs has never been a club that signs big players.
Mm.
Kaizer Chiefs from back then, back in the days, they've always relied on their development. Always. Even now, they have the pressure of signing players because the pressure of them not performing and winning trophies anymore, it's getting to them. So now they are starting to open their checkbooks and sign players. But if you can look at their squad, even now, the bulk of the players that are playing there, development. Abonjabulo Plom, Abu Kosimpile Ngobo, all of these players,
The goalkeepers,
they've never bought a goalkeeper. Only recently that they started buying goalkeepers because Ukune hasn't been performing and he's been injured. Then they decided to buy goalkeepers and as a backup to Bruce Vuma. But Kaizer Chiefs, when they bought players, they always went next door. In Zimbabwe, they buy one and they get another one free.
How much tactical?
No, so we know. That's why Namanje, I'm saying, and when I say it, it's like Angifuni Kaizer Chiefs. That's why I'm saying that's the reason why they're not getting any silverware because they are still behind. If football has gone up here and they are still here, and for the big brand like them, they should be somewhere here trying to cover Sundowns. Okay, we cannot compete with Sundowns financially, but
you think? I mean, they have better sponsorship. You see, Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates, in fact. But Kaizer Chiefs definitely has the better sponsorship.
Yeah, but
for years.
Why aren't they buying players?
Because
the Sundowns is getting every player that you can think of. Konamanje, there's rumors that they want to sign the Ntwanagamayo Elapaya Cape Town City.
Yeah. Top goal scorer.
And you look at that boy. He's still young. You want him to try and play football more.
Yeah.
For him to go to Sundowns, Cape Town City is commanding a starting place. Sundowns, is he gonna get that? He won't. The Shalulile, there's that boy Obuya Ethiopia Ufiki is scoring goals. There are a lot of strikers who are there.
No, his Sakhe understanding.
Yeah, I see Tenyana. I forgot his Sakhe.
Bajenge, something like that.
So
he's the top goal scorer in the league, that boy. Currently.
So how is he going to go there and command the starting lineup?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at players who super sport, they figure Sundowns.
Oh, that boy is brilliant, Icho.
But is he playing with Sundowns? But he's not.
I mean, they put him here and there. He's coming. They signed him for a reason. That boy plays.
He starts on the bench.
Yeah,
and then the problem that he's not commanding the starting place, he's lazy, and the weight has been a problem.
Big headed,
The weight is the way he left Supersport, Danish. Kaizer Chiefs came knocking, started not wanting to go to the gym because Kaizer Chiefs want to sign him. He felt to go to Supersport are blocking the move for him with Kaizer Chiefs. But we'll see. The league is starting again in the next coming weeks.
I know, we look forward to it. It's been another one of it to South African football. Hey, akasisari ngaleague epap njengalena kangaka.
Sisathina yethu.
Hey, so that's the thing. See, patriotic at the end of the day. I want us to know ingcono than what it is right now.
Yeah, and that issue of, I think, Mara, we can cover it on the next episode. The issue of players away to not going abroad, and those who are going abroad not staying abroad,
Yeah.
is what ends the league to so. But it's a topic for another day.
Thank you for watching. Thank you to our videographer, Figile. Danko.